Hello and welcome to Marrakech in Morocco. This is Hotel Toulousain, a typical Moroccan hotel, very cheap for foreigners, but really typical and with all the comfort you need. Look and see, including a nice breakfast. The first 2 days I was alone and I started to explore a little bit the center of Marrakech. So first time I went to a big park. There is much of green in this city, and you can relax and sit in the shadow of trees, and you can see many plants of the desert also. You see here cactus. Okay, then I went to the station, the railway station, and picked up my friend from Canada who was also in Morocco, and we did stay the last 3 days together. So it was better to explore and see the funny side and the more interesting side of Marrakech together. So we started in the Royal Theatre, which is on the opposite of the railway station. It's very big theater. You can see it on the pictures. We had the chance to go inside, and the guide did show us the inner side of the theater, which they are renovating in the moment, and I think it will take much time, but it was interesting to see that. From there, we went slowly to the very famous place where all the tourists go, a must in Marrakech. At daytime and evening, you see all these funny situations there, and look at the pictures and the small movie clips, so you can imagine what is happening there. It is really funny. It is a great oriental spectacle, and I think you will enjoy it too. Have fun and look the pics. So next day we made a trip outside of Marrakech. There is a very, very big olive plantage uh, to see, and it is worth to go there. On the way, we passed by bus a street from where you looked at the snowy mountains. They are not very far, and Marrakech is in the center of a desert, but gets the water from the mountains. So I think there is not no water problem for Marrakech. From there, we went by bus to the other side. Uh, it is starting the desert. You can see the sand and the palm trees and camels everywhere. But these camels are just prepared for tourists to ride on them. So we didn't do that, but it may be funny. By the way, uh, you also can see the antenna masts for mobile phones, which they did cover with leaves of the palm trees. I think it's from plastic. So it doesn't look like an antenna mast. It looks much more interesting. And the storks did like to live there on the top and build there the nests. Okay, we came back to the city, and on this day we went to another place. It was it's a part of an old palace, and we discovered this place. And interesting, on the wall, on the top of the wall, everywhere you could see this stork, and you also can see two storks falling in love in this moment when we were there. It was a nice view, interesting to look at. So we went around and looked from the top also to the city. The views are very interesting for us. Go ahead looking the pictures. I come back later, okay? So the next day we went to another part of Marrakech. Uh, it is in the old part, in the old town, and there are many um, craftsmen. They are working with metal, and you can see much of spices selling there, and uh, much of nice fragrances, natural, very interesting to smell and to see. There's much smell in the air also. We had a nice food there. We went around and yeah, just slowly we are coming to the end of this small picture and movie show. I hope you enjoyed it. And okay, come once to Marrakesh and look yourself. You will see it with your eyes, but it is funny and it is worth to come here. Be carefully with the summer months. It may be very, very hot. We had already about 26 degrees and it was the end of March, but we had only sun and it was a great holidays. Thanks for watching and looking. Ciao. Bye.